We should be online.
We have notes, or we're gonna go over just matches today?
I've just got some basically tweets. I'm just gonna run through the tweets. So I have notes, but they're all in my own mind.
No problem.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to the party. We've got a lot of people in there. What's good, Charlie? We're now live if you're here. Trey's in an Uber. What's good, Trey? Let them know what's going on.
No, I know. I know what's going on for sure.
Do you think Trey's looking good though? I think he's looking good.
I would never miss a show. I would never miss a show. Know that.
It's Machine Gun Gelly. I said that wrong.
You said that real weird. That was real odd how that just came out.
I tried to say it too
Man,
quick.
See, we got Rab a little check today. We got Trey in the Uber. I'm leaving early today. There's a lot going on. There's a storm in Dallas right now. There's a lot happening, but we're making it through, right? No matter what happens, boys and girls, we are here for you. Pre-show, always. Dope check to the moon. We are not part-timers. That's all I got to say. We're not part-timers.
Every Friday, baby. Run it up every time. Yeah, good shit. I think the tweet might be through. Good shit, Charlie. Mr. Brunchy says, Trey, you never answered my question from last show. Mr. Brunchies, what did you ask him?
Well, yeah, how did you expect me to remember that?
Friday, yeah, I don't know what Bro's expected. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move over.
If he asks it again, I'll answer it.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know what it says.
All right.
I'm not running my 3-monitor setup right now, but.
I mean, is your desk fixed or you kept the setup moved?
My desk is not fixed. I have a new desk at home ready to be built when I get back.
Top man. I mean, look at this intro clip from Dashi right here.
Oh, okay, what we got?
I mean, it's just he's just absolutely frying. We got a little 4-piece of action. I mean, this is the man that said the MCW is trash and therefore the rival needs to be nerfed. Or GA
yeah, what happened to that whole debate? That whole debate
kind of died. Disappeared as soon as you see shit like this.
Once you got
that whole debate, I told you what was going to happen with that whole debate. That whole debate was whack. Always is whack. There's only 2 guns in the meta each year, and everyone cries. But when it's all said and done, no one's crying anymore.
It wasn't that they're crying. It's just like once they loaded it into scrims, like maybe one day it was weird, but then after that. MCW is fine. The meta hasn't changed. Yes, there's been gun adjustments, so we still see 3 ARs on the maps we saw them before. Nothing has changed. And I mean, it's just how we went through a week's period of everyone panicking as if the world was ending and it was on fire.
I mean, listen, we talk about low IQ in Call of Duty esports. We have the whiniest pros in esports. I don't think it's close.
Right, so, you're part of
along with the Oh yeah, for sure. I'm
100%.
I'm the low IQ and the whiny guy for sure. Now there was a lot of times where I was like, where it was a good time to whine, like MW 2019 champs 1 week, to get to top 4, you have to play 1 weekend and then make it to the other weekend. They done an update to the gun midweek. So COD Champs, I played on 1 patch for COD Champs, and then on the next week I played on the 2nd patch for COD Champs.
You gotta love COD.
And I'm allowed to whine about that type of stuff.
That does sound a little toxic, Trey. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Diva. A lot of divas in Call of Duty.
The blonde hair is yelling diva to me right now, Trey. I'm gonna keep that.
This guy's talking about divas. That's crazy.
He's in the back of an Uber, blonde hair, on the phone, doing a show. What screams more diva than that? Let's talk about it.
Starbucks as well.
Wow.
And he's got the
this guy on a business trip heading back. That's wild. All right, we're going to dive into first of all, Trey. I want your opinion on this. Assault is gone. GG.
Oh, shit.
Well played. He's out of there. Assault.
About three majors too late, but yeah, we're back.
I know. Maybe a bit of a World War II merchant, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I would have... they started off okay. They got the top 6. And then I would have got him gone as soon as he went 9 and 33 on a high-rise controller, whatever it was. On an AR map, I would have just got him gone there and then. I remember me and Ace spoke about it. Like, you can't, on an AR map where you are predominantly in, hot spots every time, you can't drop 9 kills as an AR. You just can't. I feel bad for him because on LAN they are actually like a top 6 team, which is pretty funny to say. But just like every single year, and like I keep saying, it's online is where it matters most. To be honest with you,
the numbers ain't pretty. On LAN, it's a bit better. Obviously, I mean, the crazy thing is to me they've won more matches on LAN than online, which is actually wild. They won 3 online, 4 on LAN. It's actually impressive, but not the best performance. They're bringing in Flames Ace.
Guys, let's pour one out. Let's pour one out for the GOAT himself, guys. Let's pour one out.
I'll pour one out for him tonight off stream.
Listen, bro. Listen. Yeah, no, I saw. It is a sad thing to see the fact that on LAN, for some reason, he's a different beast. Whatever factors that may be, a lot of people scream online cheese, but in 2024, the online cheese is probably the lowest it's ever been in any threshold of COD history, right? So I don't like that excuse as much anymore these days. You just can't. Maybe you just couldn't get into it. You're not with your teammates, whatever it may be. But it's going to be interesting whether Assault goes to challengers and continues to play. He is very late in his career, right? You see Austin like Slasher not going in, but you see someone like Alec going in. I'm very curious to see what he does next. Flames, on the other hand, hasn't really been too competitive within the challenger space, which makes this move even more interesting. He hasn't had that much success. So it's kind of like are you actually getting someone better, or are you just trying something new? It's a question to kind of ask in this substitute case. And I'm very curious to see how they vibe, how they mesh, how the pacings are, because Assault is notoriously slow. Flames is generally a bit faster. So I'm very curious to see how they play together. First matchup today against Rocker. That's going to be interesting to see how Flames steps in.
All right, the question for you, Trey, by the way, from Mr. Brunchies was, if you guys had have won back-to-back and you'd have won Anaheim and beaten LG in the finals, do you think your career trajectory would have been different? I.e., would you have got an offer from like a different team and didn't have to go through the Red Reserve saga?
Nah. European players didn't really get picked up back then. Like, I got first and second. Like, that's enough to get picked up by an American team. It was just European players didn't get picked up like back then, really. We only had like Jerd, Swanee. That's about it, really. So maybe if I won a few more events.
Yeah, if you maintain it a bit more to the end of the season,
yeah,
like, sure.
Like I had multiple seconds, but like no one gives a fuck about second, So maybe if I kept getting first, maybe I'd be on OpTic or FaZe right now. But that's just
right now. Damn.
That's the silver surface.
If we're talking Trey's career, I think the biggest hiccup was the New York time, just because it was such a weird year for you. And you kind of got like stepped out for no reason. Not no reason, like visa issues, right?
No, that was a year after the New York one. The New York one, I took the plunge of going straight all NA teammates, which it just depends on who you get, really. And I just got, I wouldn't say scapegoat, but like odd one out,
Yeah.
But then I joined London and revitalized, my career and smoked New York a few times. GG's.
This is the worst quality pitch I've ever found, but we can see the main man in the middle here. Doug, Tommy Zuma.
And then, I think the visa thing for Cold War really fucked up my career. And then me losing a lot of interest in the newer games that are coming out too. Like MW2 truly killed my love for COD. Like, beyond belief.
Yeah. I think it was. I'm gonna say I think this was like a step and then a step and then MW2 and then it was just like fuck. GG.
There was no amount of money that could have made me have fun on MW2. Honestly.
Man,
every time I loaded up that game, Jesus Christ, paycheck comes through.
The CDL is taking out legends, man, bro. It really has.
I felt like I was doing some fucking. It felt like a chore hopping on and playing. That's how bad it was.
We lost the NA GOAT and we lost the EU GOAT. Scump and Trey, man. We lost them both to MW2. RIP, man.
This pick does go hard there. Like, the chat is right. This pick goes hard. I mean, so who we got? Okay, Doug, Zuma, Temp, Attach, Zero. This is Happy, right?
Yeah. The Suda.
And then, yeah, Suda, yeah. And then I mean, who's this fellow on the far right?
Yeah, the guy on the far right. I have no idea who
I
that
don't know who
is.
it is. Like, we got...
I think it. I mean, I
JP
can't see it, but I'm pretty sure it's Adam. He was our general manager.
Okay, with a beanie on.
Okay.
Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I think. I mean, does he have a beard?
Glasses,
Yeah,
a beanie, and a scruffy neck beard.
Yeah, that's Adam.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
What a guy.
Yeah,
Wow. Good times.
It was funny though, because that was my roommate.
Okay.
Oh, really? You roomed with him?
You roomed with the
I
GM
never
though.
met before.
How did you not finesse at that point?
Well, you know, he wasn't really in COD. No one really knew him, so he didn't really have the respect. So, you know,
Was
I
he
got
like
benched
from
and he looked at me.
Overwatch or something? Or...
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was an Overwatch pro, I'm pretty sure. But I got dropped and he looked at me and goes, well, I don't like the situation. I was like, oh, nice, thanks.
They did that shit a lot though at the start of MW19. Like they would bring in a GM. Like that guy, what was his name? The guy they brought into OGLA. It began with an S or something. Someone in the chat might remember this. Some guy
Stupid
like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Some Overwatch guy that they brought in. I know that EasyMac remembers. He mentioned it to me the other day. But we can move on from this. This is a crazy stat. I'm also pretty sure this is not even true. Well, it's true, but it's players that have beaten FaZe in both Cold War and MW3. Pretty sure Envoy is on this list as well, because he beat FaZe back in Cold War with OpTic right at the end of the year. So, but anyway, HyDra Clinic's Insight Assault. So Assault might go out as his, end of his career, final arc.
It's a good CV to have, though. You know,
yeah.
There's not many people that have beaten FaZe. I don't think I've beaten FaZe.
It's a crazy thing to say in it, but like, beating FaZe is so hard.
I used to beat everyone too. Like, even like sometimes, like, you know, the odd chance you beat like the OpTic Dynasty or whatever like that. On World War II, I smoked them so many times. That was a terrible dynasty for that game. They weren't very good at World War II. And then, but yeah, I don't think I've beaten Atlanta FaZe.
Dallas beat FaZe in Cold War back in... Oh, what the hell happened here? They just disappeared. Wait, did Discord just go down? That is strange. You can still hear me chat, yeah? Maybe this is on my end.
I mean, I can still see you.
They can hear you as well. But...
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I'll only be able to see us for a second. Interesting.
There you go.
Should we start a call? 1 second. Did this end or just for me? Yeah, it just ended for me. That's really strange. Okay, we might need to go on. Okay, so you can still hear me. Yeah, this is a Discord thing, guys. For some reason, Discord just died and our voice chat just disappeared. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just get... This might be clippable, Charlie. Yeah, you can only hear me because the other guys aren't here anymore. On Discord, for some reason, the chat just disappeared. Can I do a video call here? Is that going to work? Might not let me do it. Okay, I'm just going to... Oh, maybe we're back. Okay, we might be back. Oh, wow. I think for some reason the video calls on Discord are just not working. I may need to go and hop on OBS Ninja. Something like that. New Chat Grub live episode. Honestly, if you want to just do me, I'm also down. Get Ace out of here. You don't need those guys anyway. Stop stalling. The icon is gone. Who let Rab set up the stream? Dog, this is not my fault. Discord just died. There's no way this is my fault. Can't even start a call. Yeah. Wow, my voice just fucked up there. Not too much of Rab now. What I can try, Ace, is create a room in OBS Ninja, which maybe I should have done before. But maybe for the time being, I'll just, until it fixes itself, I'll just do it with me. Maybe we'll just do that. Have I got a video output? Oh, I don't even know if I can, how I'm even going to do this, to be honest. This is tricky, guys. This is why you need a proper, like, engineer to do this shit. Create a room, BP. Oh my god, it doesn't even let me. Insecure room name. Brilliant. We're getting a tap grab video. Yeah, maybe like, okay, let me just talk about someone else then. All right, guys, this is a debate for you guys while I figure this out. Big three in the CDL. All right, guys, actually, that's what I signed up for. Run the intro. Yeah, we can't even see me, which is like, that's point of call one. I can actually figure it out so you can see me. Let me just do that real quick. You know what? I'm not figuring out this. Oh, that's not worked. This could be worse. Hi, me Rab. Ace, what do you mean? It won't even work for me, which is unlucky. It won't play. Okay, whatever. Big three of the CDL. Shotzi, Simp, Scrap. Simp, Shotzi, Abizi. Yeah, I know. I can see what it looks like on my end. But for some reason, the camera won't work. Maybe because it's used in here, I'm not sure. Yeah, Abizi, Shotzi number one. I think like... Yeah, I think Shotzi has got to be number one. The question is whether Dashi is also there. I think that's the question. Yeah, where can we start a call? It's a good question. What if could I even just call you on Discord? Would that work? Let me just hide these real quick. Oh, are we back? We might be back. Simp Shotzi Gwyn. Hot take, Ghosty is close to being top 5. I actually don't entirely disagree. All right, yeah, look at this shit, guys, yeah? We're in the call, but it's just loading. Rab, if I go to an event, can I buy you and your crew a steak dinner? I mean, I'm not going to say no. But, yeah, which... Depends how many we have of the crew. If you want to come with me, Ace, Trey, that'd be good. Doug was definitely up there at some point. Exceed Assault and Pro Elite. Dashi's more popular than all of them. Yeah, I think, honestly, Simp is so good that he might have to be there. Interesting, yeah, I was about to mention your reply, Jake, I think. Because you're not, in some ways, you're not wrong. I mean, it's probably still Scump, in a way. Where do we get Rab cooking a steak video? Wow, you are not ready for that when that shit happens. Yeah, Discord's down for everyone. Interesting. Probably what we do in the future is we just make sure we do OBS Ninja rather than Discord, and then we shouldn't have a problem with this. But it's like, I can't really set up the OBS Ninja right now while we're doing this. It's probably not going to work. I could maybe still try. Remote screen share into OBS. Maybe I'll try it, see if it works. Zuma content, yes. Gameplay, no. Big three based on what? Yeah, good question. Russian cyber attack. Is that what they're saying, Ace? Is that what the streets are saying? My Discord is working. Want an invite to the server? Actually, could we hop in like a call? Ace, what are you in? Like, if voice calls work, then we could probably hop into like a server. TeamSpeak. Yeah, I don't even have a TeamSpeak anymore. Oh, I see Ace here. Get Zero out of here. Ace was spewed too much for gays. It broke Discord. Zoom. Yeah, okay. Not a terrible idea. Actually, I mean, I can start a Google Meets, I think, immediately, huh? New meeting. All right, you know what? I'm just going to do a Google Meets. Am I going to be in this? All right. Just join this link I put in the chat, guys. And maybe this will work. At least I'll be able to hear you then. Top 3 people that have been in Rab thumbnails. Wow. Joe Biden was in one recently. they add some. Oh, here we go. Ace is coming in. Admit. Right, if I turn off this camera. Yo.
Oh.
Ace, what's good? You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can turn my camera. Meets can't use your camera because someone else is using the camera.
Turn off your Discord.
Yeah. Oh, we're back.
We're back. Holy shit.
Okay. You can hear Ace? Let me sort out the cameras real quick.
What the hell is happening, bro?
Bro, Discord just shut itself for some reason.
Russian cyber attack just out of nowhere. Okay, dude.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
They said mics need to be raised. Can barely hear you now.
That is cap. There's no. Oh, that's true on my end. That is definitely not cap. All right, we're back. What's good? For some reason, it still happens to my shit when I join. It's still doing it.
There you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're raising and going down for me too now. Okay.
I hate this wavelength bullshit, man.
Ace is much louder than Rab. Well, as it should be. Ace is much louder than Rab.
Google Meets just, for some reason, messes with my microphone.
We're quiet again.
Yeah, I can't do Google Meets. It's just fucked.
It's like going up and down. What the hell is happening?
I have to drag it manually. It doesn't work.
Second, bro.
For some reason. Maybe if I... Wait, if I do this, is it? Maybe this will keep working. Oh, no.
Let me say that everyone who's still watching, by the way, you're real ones. Whoever's still watching this stream with technical difficulties, you're actually the realest dope check fans of all time. I'm just giving that credit to all y'all.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm hearing my camera slot, but I'm also probably hella quiet. Yeah. I don't understand this.
You're getting quiet then loud again. How does that work?
It's like a weird Elgato software.
It's like you're getting it's like a compressor's hitting you randomly at the end of your statements.
Yeah, it bounces around. I mean, look at this. It's a joke. But it works on Discord better than this. But I can keep manually messing with it.
You guys like my forehead? That's not Rab sabotaging me because it's just me and my forehead.
I'm putting you down low. I like it myself.
Yeah, my motherfuckers been talking about my eyebrows so often that we're just gonna have my eyebrows in this bitch. Ooh.
Okay.
Ace, happy birthday. Mujahid. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Happy birthday. Thank you, brother. Guys, it's my birthday today. Thank you so much. I didn't know anyone knew. Thank you so much.
Wow,
man.
for real? Happy birthday, brother. I wasn't aware.
Bro. Thanks, bro.
Okay, you're going to have to ice up for me.
Officially 18 today. So, ladies, if you know any ladies, send them my way at the Stocksman who'll make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Finally 18.
What do you think about this tourney? The 5K Zuma one.
Your voice went down again. What do I think about what?
I can't do much about it.
Oh, wait, what? Say it one more time. What do I think about what?
The 5K Zuma tourney.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I heard about it very late. I heard about it like Tuesday night because Lamar was like, "Oh, I'm in this tournament," and I was like, "Oh, what's the tournament?" He's like, "Oh, the Zuma 5K." So that's great. Okay, cool. And then I looked at the teams, and then I saw that team, Pred, Shotz, Scrappy and HyDra, and I told Lamar, I said, "Have fun playing that. You're not winning." Very encouraging, but I literally said, I was like, bro, there's no point in playing this. This team's OP. It's not even like worth playing this thing. And exactly as it went down, Pred, Shotz, Scrappy and HyDra took over, won. It wasn't even like put your controllers down at that point, honestly.
Yeah, it was a clean dub for those guys. I mean, you're just gonna have to carry this whole fucking show. It's like, I speak for half a sentence and it goes down to 0.
Yeah, it's going down. It's going down again. Rab grew out the beard. I agree, guys. I agree. Rab's voice going up and down like Boston's Hope each match.
That is
Slam
true.
Squad. I've never seen you type in the chat, and trust me, my memory is good. I've never seen you type. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen someone type in the chat. I gotta give that to you. You take the gold medal today. Yeah, but shout out Wooma's in the chat for sure. Wooma all around. I love that he's throwing tournaments when, Activision and no one else is throwing random tournaments. Love to see that more often. And yeah, congrats to Scrap, Shotzi, Pred, and HyDra just for handling business, standing on business. No one should beat them, so I'm glad they didn't underperform. They performed exactly as should.
I mean, that was the drama as well. Was the tournament biased? I mean, I can't fucking talk. Which
do you have a headset mic? Can you switch to a headset mic?
I tried to switch. It won't let me. If I can keep it a little bit lower, and I think it lets me get away with it. Okay. Which is okay. But some of the drama was about whether that team, my dope is so checked right now, was too overpowered. Let's get a dope or something dope in the chat. I don't know if you can do that. Actually, this is stable actually a little bit now, even though it's a bit quieter. ZooMaa teams were a bit overpowered for this roster. Scrappy, Pred, Shotzi, HyDra, right? Should it have been allowed to have this team? Because there was some debate on why the other players didn't play, basically. This is just fucking pointless.
It's okay. Keep working on it. I'll talk a little bit here. You keep working on it. Keep figuring out how you can switch it over. I think it's a tournament. How it was drafted, right? I think ZooMaa on the TL mentioned that people drafted their own teams. He was telling people to come in and do the draft, but some people just weren't down to come do it. So at that point, it's not on anyone else except for the team captains and whoever was doing the drafting, honestly. So in my mind, it's if you're in this kind of tournament, if you're in the league, it's almost like saying, oh, OpTic or FaZe is unfair of a team. Yeah, get over it, though. It's a competition. If you're the best, if you're a pro, if you're in this tournament, you got to prove yourself against whatever competition gets thrown your way. Whining that things should be more fair is such a Gen Z participation trophy type of whining that I hate it. I can't stand it. Scrappy, Pred, Shotzi, HyDra was the competition. Okay, time to beat them. If you're going to sit there and say they're unbeatable, then respectfully, you deserve to get beat.
No, I agree with you on this take. I just don't understand why. It's just annoying that some people didn't play, especially because it's a ZooMaa tournament which is basically FaZe, right?
Yeah.
I thought the FaZe guys could have played. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying they have to, but it's just I think ideally you would have these on a weekend where they could play them instead of scrims. This is what ZooMaa was saying, and actually I can bring up the ZooMaa response here.
Right.
The ideal case scenario was that they can do these with the full CDL rosters, right? But, they're not allowed to do that because the CDL don't allow it. So basically this is what ZooMaa said, that he can't do full CDL rosters because the rules won't allow it. And therefore they can't run the tournament as they'd like to because you can't get all 12 teams, first of all. And even if you could just get CDL rosters, Zero wants to come in. Then it basically means that they have to do it as well as scrims, right? Otherwise, they could do it replacing scrims.
Yeah. Why don't we get more of these tournaments? Because someone has to run them, and Tommy gets the funding through FaZe and sponsors to run them. That's why. Didn't I tell Actually that was pointless? I did say that, but because he's a true dog, said, "Nah, I'm still playing." What the fuck? I'm still gonna play. We're gonna run this shit. Let's go. That's a dog right there. A-Store and Shade like a true boomer? Not a boomer, actually. I don't fit in the boomer. What was I going to say? I was going to say, overall, it is kind of an L. The FaZe guys didn't play. But at the end of the day, again, I'm all about the Wooma of throwing a 5K is a win regardless. However you look at it, it's very commendable for Tommy to continually, almost every quarter, every single 3 months, basically, has thrown a tournament this year.
I love it.
So I'm pretty happy about that. And if you're a pro, you have to play, man. If you're a pro and there's other pros, and then there's also a FaZe U18 team, their FaZe Academy's academy, basically. FC Black's academy team, basically. They played and they won a series. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say. I gotta say that people gotta step up. No complaints. the fact that Tommy had to write out this entire thing because of one team is just like so sad and unreal.
What do we think, Trey? You're back. I'm just figuring out the cams.
I am back. What's the topic of discussion apart from Zuma's tournament, of course?
Well,
that is the topic of discussion. How do you say besides the thing we're talking about?
Yeah, I know, but like the drama behind it.
Well, yeah.
How do you say besides the thing we're talking about? That's what we're talking about.
Drama,
yeah, no, I know. I'm saying besides like just Tommy's tournament, I'm saying like what's the drama behind it?
What is the drama behind it is that there was a team of Pred, Shotzi, Scrap, and HyDra. On one team. So basically, some people are complaining like, "Whoa, there was this super team created. How is this fair?" Yada yada yada. And I'm just saying like that's just like a pussy foot mentality. It's a pussy mentality.
Yeah, just play bro. It's a little tournament, just put on for show, like because Tommy can do that, and Tommy has been doing that. He's probably the only one that is supporting like the scene in terms of like those tournaments for pros and whatever like that. So, it's a one little tournament, doesn't affect your placings, doesn't affect your salary, doesn't affect anything like that. Also, it doesn't affect. It's just a little tournament put on for show for the people that like watching COD. I don't understand how you can hate on that, regardless of the teams that are in it.
Names of the 3 Breaking Point hosts. We got Ace at the top. We got me in the middle. We got Trey at the bottom. What's good, Grog? I'm a little bit quieter than normal, but if I hold it at this level.
This is good.
It's stable enough, I think.
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound good.
This is the solution. I can also bring the mic here and do ASMR, but we might not need to do that.
Kind of perfect there. I'm not gonna lie. That is good.
I'd pay for it.
Okay, I mean, what do we think about Shotzi and him absolutely world starring everyone the entire time? Because look at this. He just trick shots this kid.
I will say this though, Shotzi has been world starring for a while. But it's that thing about where everyone's like, oh, can you do it on LAN? And I'm not saying he's not a LAN player, but he does go from dropping 1.2s to, I think it's just a play style thing. For sure. I think it's harder to recreate what he does online on LAN.
Yeah, this is a Challengers kid. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. That exact kill has been done to me. That exact kill has been done to me once in ranked. It has happened to me. I still won the map, but that happened to me. So like, I'm not, whatever. He's gonna get his clips. The way Shotzi plays, of course, is very stylish, very extravagant, and typical, right? Online, a lot of people aren't ready for that kind of effort, that kind of attention that Shotzi plays. When it comes to LAN, though, yeah, translating that over is the hardest part, and I think all of us have seen Shotzi on LAN doesn't do as much of. He doesn't try as much stuff as he does online, which is, I think, the way it should be, honestly.
If I'm in Tommy's tournament and I'm Shotzi on that fucking team, bro, I'm gonna be doing the fancy shit too.
Yep.
Like I said, it doesn't affect any points. It doesn't affect what people think about him. Get your clips in. He's probably made more money off those clips than he did off the tournament. So
that's I was gonna say, what is 5K to Shotzi realistically? Not that much. He's just having fun. He's in that tourney with the boys, shooters, certified shooters. He's having a good time. He's trying to get some clips. He's trying to make some content out of it. And yeah, one YouTube video for him, a YouTube video, a couple one TikTok clip from this tournament definitely makes him probably just as much, if not more, than what he made winning the tournament.
And then Rab reacting to his clip too makes Rab that much money too. So Rab pretty much won the tournament as well. So congratulations, Rab.
That video actually popped off as well, which was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, I think there was just lots of talk on all the topics about. I mean, Scrappy was talking trash as well, like he was shooting Draz's body. We got that one here. It's the only way he can beat him, though, it seems, if he has a super team.
Whoa.
Do we think that Scrappy had that mindset during the tourney? He was thinking, damn, like, I can beat Draz when he's playing with Prolute and Capsador, and I need a super team.
So I think everyone's thinking that, fuck, we can't beat FaZe, but, got to try and beat the players when we can. We can't beat FaZe again, I don't know.
Do we think Scrap felt like, wow, this might be my future team? Do we feel like maybe that was his thought?
I gotta think that crosses his mind when he plays with these guys.
Like,
Nah,
wow, we all get
I'm
together.
not.
This is about to be the easiest
I
league
mean, what would that be as a team?
champs of all time.
I'm not
Like-
buying it, bro. I'm not buying it.
I mean, do we imagine though that was an actual team before? Like Scrap, so Pred and Shotzi could stay. HyDra would duo with Shotzi on the SMG. Pred would flex, and then Scrap would be like a really fast main. Like it would be a disgusting team, but also I think they would lose a lot without Kenny. Let's say that was OpTic theoretically, but I do see the argument that people are saying, well, could you get HyDra, Shotzi, and Pret? I don't know. They were just vibing, but I think it raises questions.
Let's just go back to 5v5, bro. Fuck it.
Fuck it, why not?
Bro, the league
No, I
would
mean,
be
I feel like
even more
the only
top-heavy.
problem. I feel like the only issue with that team, honestly, is just cost. Cost of that team is gonna be very hefty. So like, whoever decides, if they somehow decide to get that together, you're gonna be paying out a ridiculous bag to have that team. Sure, you might win a lot, but is the return gonna be? Are you gonna make any return if you're the team owner at that point? It's tough. It's a tough sell. Honestly, it's a tough sell to get all those guys because just how much you're gonna have to pay out. Are they gonna win? Of course. And I have my argument on that. One thing you said was I actually think it's HyDra who'd be the flex. I don't think AG would be the flex if that was the squad. I think HyDra's very good than they are. I think HyDra's
Oh yeah, no, I see that actually. I could definitely see
I don't
that.
think anyone's paying that amount of money for those players. So
Bro, getting Scrap and HyDra would, I mean, they would have to use all the money they just got back from the 25 million to make that happen. And everyone knows it as well. Like everyone knows that they've got this.
so you got
the
no, but
money's
you got to
coming
think of
back.
it too. Like it's not like they're on. It's not like either of them are on bad teams too. So you have to throw them the bag.
I do think Scrappy does see a future when he's on OpTic though. Like I think he has to.
Oh, for sure. I think anyone that's like a superstar can see themselves being on OpTic someday.
So Draza said, I'll just play this clip real quick for you guys. Well, Draza and Temp were talking about, because they were teaming on the same roster, the Dolphin diving. And I think they're kind of joking here, but they're basically saying, look, it's a bit too good. We've got to get rid of it. Add it to
I
the
hope they're
GA
joking.
list.
I hope they're joking.
So let me just see what they had to say here.
Bro, he Dolphin dove to the hill, and I got Dolphin dove.
No, diving's actually low-key good, bro.
Bro, that's one of GA everything in the universe. GA.
I'm down. I ain't gonna go.
I can't use that, bro. At least
Bro,
spam my left
GA.
side.
Get it. GA.
I'm
Are we
a
Dolphin
left
diving?
stick. I'm a left stick spammer.
Diving's insane too. What the?
Bro, he dove from top yellow into the hill, bro. That's unwatchable.
Alright, so I'm literally flying the point. I mean, dead ass too. Watch over me.
Yeah, so it's interesting, right? Because it kind of reminds me of the New York Ordnance Club situation when they were the one team that was using it to good effect. And what do you know? It gets G8, even if it's not necessarily too powerful, which was a debate that I would certainly agree with. I don't think they would actually make this happen. I mean, I can't even imagine the backlash that, OpTic would give it to try and make sure this doesn't happen. And also, I don't really know what the argument would be. But at the same time, often these arguments are kind of,
but
fraudulent anyway.
Obviously, like they're probably joking. But if Dolphin diving's too OP, then Snaking's too OP. Or like not Snaking, Sliding. Sorry. So let's get rid of both then, and we'll just crouch across the map. You know what I'm saying?
They are definitely trolling, but I will say like the only player that really actually uses dolphin diving is actually Shotzi though, which is funny. So like if by the same precedent to why to ban ordnance gloves, to some degree you kind of have more of a precedent here to do it if you were going to do it, because only one player really abuses it in that way. It is, I mean, I don't know if it changes the game that much. I don't know if it does that much. But the way I've seen Shotzi use it, like jumping out of on Encrochi, when he jumps out of secret into top red, there's no way to kill him. There's certain moments when he uses it. Even that dive right there. There's no way to kill him when he jumps. Like he's moving too fast for you to even kill him right there. So maybe in some facet, if you did it, it wouldn't change the game that much. Besides for OpTic, besides for Shotzi, actually very specifically, no one else really uses it.
I'll have the same argument for ordnance gloves. Fucking adapt.
I mean, right. I mean, I agree.
If you can't kill Shotzi dolphin diving and you think, fuck man, like I can't kill him, maybe you should try it and then you dolphin dive into that building so you don't die.
Trey, I 100% agree, but here's the problem though. Ordnance gloves, I had that same argument. I was annoyed the pros got rid of it. However, they got rid of it, and half the community said that's good, half the community said it's bad. In this case, it's literally one player that uses it. So there is precedent because of what happened before to ban this as well. I'm not saying they should. I'm a fan of more things in the game, not less. But I'm saying
for sure. For sure. But you talk about taking it away from pretty much the next scum. So I can assure you, you know, Ordnance gloves getting GA'd compared to basically GA and Shotzi's movement is definitely not one that I would want to go for.
I don't know. I'm a fan of everything in the game, but if they did GA it, I see a world where GAing it happens. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they should. I'm saying there is a world where this is very possible because they GA'd a lot of stuff that helped an individual or an individual team or one person or one team abused. That's just the notorious part of COD recently. CDL era COD.
Because they're all divas.
Hey man, all you CDL pros and ex-pros, all y'all divas.
Yeah, for sure. But now I'm on the other side, so now I can complain about it.
Let's see what does Hex have to say here.
Yeah, so I'll play this one as well for you guys because he's talking about the option for hosting Major 5 in addition to the World Championship that OpTic are also hosting.
Major 4.
Major 4. I wish we had Major 5, but it doesn't exist. So Hex basically said on this show yesterday that the CDL asked him, hey, do you guys want to host Major 4 instead of Charlotte? And he was like, yeah, we're down. But it hasn't happened. So I'll see what he has to say on this.
The next event?
The next event is Toronto, and then after that is the one that
it was supposed to be in Carolina, but they chalked it.
That one we said absolutely, like we said yes. We said yes that we would take it. That we would run it.
That's out the bag.
No, I mean it's not even like that. I don't know what ended up happening, but of course when my internal business team came to me and said, hey, how do you feel about running or taking over an event that somebody may not be able to run? And I said, absolutely. And they're like, what about this one? It's like, it's the one right before Champs. And I was like, it wouldn't matter because one will be the OpTic Major and the other one is going to be Call of Duty Champs hosted by OpTic. Not OpTic Champs as people were pitching.
People are painting it like that. Like people are saying OpTic Champs, which is not like.
Is it not?
No, it's
OpTic
hosted.
Champs? No,
it's hosted.
No, it's.
Yeah, look, that was really quiet, but that's not even. That was quiet. It's not even our fault. That's literally their podcast at so low audio levels. But the point still stands on. So, okay, maybe the CDL didn't ask them, but he was informed by people close to him that it was happening, and therefore they were keen. But the CDL said no, and I know Ben was speculating on this, Trey, and was basically saying, like, he thinks that other teams weren't happy that they were running effectively 2 events, right?
I mean, why didn't someone else jump in there then?
I know, it's a good question.
Listen, if you're gonna complain, at least like be like, we want to host it, not them. Like they've already got Champs, so we'll take it. Instead, they're going, we don't want them to host that and Champs, but we also don't want to pay for that. So I think it's better for everyone if OpTic actually did host that event and Champs. Even though I moaned about, I don't want to say I moaned about it. I just think the whole premise of them hosting Champs is like their event for an event that is so big. That's what I was moaning about, because I saw people on Twitter complain about it, like our clip that got put out where it said, OpTic has every home event. You're only moaning now because it's OpTic's. Well, yeah, obviously. Like that was the premise of the moan. But I don't know. I think anyone that complains about, what would you rather have? Would you rather OpTic host that event in Champs or host it in a warehouse with no fans in Burbank? Like you got to pick your poison at that point. Like, do you want the esport to grow or do you not? So at that point, you can't help people at that point.
I think 100% OpTic should have hosted it. OpTic events are the most well-run, fun, best fan viewer experience. They put a lot of effort into their events, and it's very exciting because not all the creators, but the most hyped creators are at those events for fans to come see. And typically, we always see other creators pull up to OpTic events as well. Other creators that are involved in the COD space or previous pros, that kind of stuff. You see a lot of familiar faces come into these events because they're the best ones, biggest ones, all that. So it is a shame that instead of an OpTic major, we get, Burbank again. I would have loved to see OpTic host Major 4.
I think maybe my audio should be louder now, so may have come up with a temporary solution. No, 100% on board. And also this is what Hicks also mentioned in the show, right? That it's hosted by OpTic champs, but it's not OpTic champs, i.e. the implication was it's not going to be Hitch banging the drums or OpTic banners around the venue. And he also basically said that like they will get the same treatment as everybody else's players. I don't know, like I mentioned it before, I don't think there's a massive competitive advantage to be had. I don't think it's especially considerable, but it is I think from like a philosophical perspective, it's better for champs to be neutral or impartial or unbiased or whatever you want to say.
Because it's still hosted as an OpTic event, really.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Hex said as well that like the CDL, like OpTic bid for champs, right? And other teams also bid to host champs. So it's not like, OpTic are just hosting champs as a major. It's like the CDL opened it up to host champs. So someone was going to host it.
That's my point. And, they're saying like, there's going to be no Hitch or whatever like that, like doing that. That wasn't my point, really. My point was that it's still an OpTic hosted event. It's not called COD Champs hosted by the CDL. It's CDL. It's OpTic CDL Champs, pretty much. Like, it still has that thing around. I mean, I'll be intrigued to know if there's like any special treatment because, like, you would think so. Somewhere along the line, someone's got to, they might have another Gatorade flavor than someone else. I'm saying that, they might give all the teams, different flavored monsters, and they get the best ones. There got to be some sort of advantage, right? Like, you got to think to pay for an event too.
OpTic, I mean, guys, OpTic literally amongst their creators has more viewers per stream than the CDL does. More views on their videos than the CDL does. OpTic carries the CDL. I think 100%. Champs, any major they want should be awarded to them because OpTic brings viewership, brings fans, and they are definitely, absolutely the reason the CDL is even, whether it is profitable or close to profitable or anywhere in the realm of profitability, it's due to OpTic. So I think as much collaboration as we can see between the CDL and OpTic, we should have that as much as that as possible. I would love to see FaZe come in too and add a little bit to that as well. I would love to see that. But for the time being,
FaZe have been lackluster, to be honest.
OpTic to the moon.
I think. I was just gonna say, I think
haven't
FaZe
hosted an event since MW19, right?
In terms of like how big they are in COD, or like how big they are as a brand, I feel like they've been very lackluster. Like, I don't know, especially how good their team is too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're bottom of the barrel, like, we're not doing that, we're not. Bro, their team is the best team in the game. They are FaZe, I'd expect something from them too.
You'd expect like every year, let's say there's 6-7 events. Ideally, there's probably like 8 events, but let's say we get 6. One of them should be OpTic. One of them you'd think would be FaZe. One of them you'd think would be Thieves. Toronto, Boston, New York, and then maybe like every year there's one new team that comes in and does it. But like,
fucking hell, now you're getting a bit too brave, Rab.
I mean, this year Miley did
Rab,
it.
we have 4 events this year. You better calm the
Rab,
fuck down.
No,
man.
you just doubled
6,
it.
7.
You've doubled it. Added an expansion.
I'm pushing for 12. I'm pushing for 1 each plus champs.
Right, well, Caroline is hosting it in Burbank for the next 5 years.
Rab, and I want Sydney Sweeney, okay? There's things that just don't happen, Rab. There's things that just don't happen, okay?
I think you've got more of a chance. I bet you've got more of a chance of getting Sydney Sweeney than Ravens hosting a fucking event, and that's being nice. that's being very generous.
That's so
honestly.
toxic. Holy fuck!
Should we get a street boys for the event? 15 tickets,
love.
us 3, and then 12 others, whoever we can find.
Well, yeah, you do owe me and Rab a steak, so if I'm judging it based on where we would have the steak, you've got us covered on the suite.
Who's you?
Rab.
You said you owe Rab and me a steak.
No, fuck that. Jesus Christ, no.
Why
Rab's
do I
got
owe you guys
us.
a steak? What's
Oh,
this, what's this about?
hey, so Rab owes you a steak.
No, but we'll get rid of the steak and we'll just get him to buy us a sweet instead.
Okay, I mean it's $7,000. It's not much.
Whatever fan eats my meat, you're allowed into the into the sweet.
Pause.
My steak, I can't. It's halal. It's not halal. So I'm someone that needs to eat my meat. I can't eat it.
And why have you just made that rhyme too? You eat my meat, get in the sweet.
I'm a rapper.
Oh my God.
I'm a musician, man. I'm a rapper.
We need that.
Poet.
We need like one of those Bleacher Report graphics with Ace's face, and then that as the caption. If you
Just
eat my meat,
Ace
get in
it.
the
Just
sweet.
we get a little bench at the champs, little stool going, and it says eat Ace's meat, get into the suite, and it's just Ace just behind some curtains.
Have you ever seen at the steakhouse, the Salt Bay Steakhouse? They take the meat on the knife and they put it in your mouth. They make you like bob for it.
Yeah, you got your tongue out and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be me outside of the suite. Who wants to come inside? You gotta eat my meat, and I'm just be flicking it around. That's it, man. It is what it is, bro.
Guess what's the worst, Trey?
Yeah, no, I don't want to be in this. I don't want to be here anymore.
Serve me up, says Tom Sigmund.
Oh, it's 1:30. Boys, I gotta go. I love you guys. Hey guys, I'll be back on Monday for Dope Check episode 18. But I gotta go. Stay warm, stay cozy with the boys. They'll get you your match predictions. I'll see you guys next week. Later. Bye.
Yeah, speak soon, Ace. All right, he's gone. No, he ain't gone yet. God, what a show this has been, Trey. Honestly,
this one's been a mess. And
I am
honestly,
mind blown right now.
I would like to apologize for that. I've been on business trips.
It really weren't your fault. I blame Discord.
I've been on business trips. Yeah, no, we were vibing in Discord for sure. I mean, even now, I'm actually at home and my desk is just broken, so that's why I'm still on my phone. I would show you guys, but we're in
nice
death
jersey
comes-
in the back though.
Yeah, no,
I
we
like
got the OG, we got the champs jersey. Behind me, we got the unreleased champs jersey that never came out. That's probably I've got another one of those if anyone in the chat wants it for £10,000. And then we got a Katana jersey that I worked with.
If you sell one of them, we can afford the suite. Maybe make it $7,000 for the jersey.
I'd rather start OnlyFans, to be honest with you, rather than get the suite that way.
I mean, these are the suites. They're looking pretty nice. I mean, the thing that was
don't get
causing
any
the drama
food
was
or
about
drink.
the food and drink. Yeah, this is what people were chatting about.
Bro,
and I
how are
did
you
get
gonna
it.
spend? How are you gonna spend racks upon racks to get a suite for a COD event and not get any food or drink? Not even a packet of crisps.
Yeah, no packet of crisps.
You know what I'm saying?
No box of Pringles, like.
No Pringles, no Starburst, no Skittles, no water.
You got.
Like,
I know. I think what like. Yeah, this is the issue. Like, you got to figure that out yourself.
I'm about to spend a suite just on water and Red Bulls alone.
I know.
In the
Because I'm
venue.
thinking like, just make it $8,000 and then just supply the food and drink. You know what I mean?
I mean,
feel like that'd be the play.
isn't the price of a suite like how much it would cost like 15 people to be there a weekend anyway?
With the suite is 15 people. Like, it comes with 15 tickets. So like, it's a big suite.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I'm saying.
But the
like,
tickets will cost about, I think it's
Yeah,
$4,000 or $5,000 for the same tickets. So it's not much
like-
more to get the suite if you're
it's
coming
actually
with that many people.
it's actually pretty.
No, it's not that
sense to buy
unreasonable.
a
I know
suite.
people were whiling about the 7K, which I don't think is too crazy for 4 days, but you know, make it 8K.
It's
and put some
crazy if
food
you
in.
buy it yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
fuck that. Nah, Rab, fuck that, bro. If you're buying a suite for 7 racks, you deserve food and drink. Like, you shouldn't have to up the price. Like, 7K is still a lot.
No, I think you are right. All right, we'll get one. We'll see. Maybe I'll DM Chris here. Sweets at OpTicGaming.com. We'll get it sorted.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get one for free, and we'll promote them on the show every single week.
I like that, yeah. And obviously, we're going to be in Toronto. So, you know, buzzing for that. Show's going to be there in person. We've got everything locked in. So if you guys are coming, we'll be there.
You guys get to meet us in person. I don't know why you would want to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to do that. But if you want to come and take a picture with, I mean, how tall are you, Trey?
6. I don't know. I haven't measured. I say I'm 6'3", but I really don't feel like I'm 6'3". Maybe 6'2".
That is actually crazy. I mean, we are going to be a team out there. I'm looking forward to it.
And everyone gets to jump the queue in the line of photos and autographs if you bring me a alcoholic beverage.
What did you have when you were in that event? Was it a strawberry daiquiri you were on? Something else?
Everything under the sun. What, in Middlesbrough? Did you see what happened to that place?
No? What's the story?
So like it's like been taken, like it's gone bust. Like the bailiffs took it away.
No way. Did you break it? You were there like a month and a bit ago, no?
Yeah, I was there 2 months prior to it like shutting down.
Wow. You were the downfall.
I might have run out of business, yeah. Might have run out of business.
Right,
but the funny thing was, like, yeah, I spoke to the owner and everything like that, and he was like, "Yeah, we're opening one near you," and everything. I was like, "Fucking hell, let's go!" And he was like, "We'd love to have you there to be on the opening day." And then 2 months later, it's been shut down. I was like, "Well, that's not fucking happening."
Also, yeah, look at this. Shout out to the boys. We're partnering up with Toronto to help them get their event as big as it's possibly going to be. Because I mean, I was in Toronto last year. Sensational Event. Buzzing to be back there again. Toronto have done us, real solid, helping us sort out the show so that we can do everything we want to do in person. So shout out to those guys. If you want to go, head to the website right now. Head on to this link. It'll take you through the Breaking Point website. It's sold out on the Sunday, so that the Sunday single day tickets are sold out. So if you just want to go for the Sunday, then unlucky, I think. But the other tickets are still available. And there's a few other options I think that are still on the cards. I mean, I thought it was basically sold out last year, to be honest, Trey.
I think so too. But listen, if there's any single redheads that love Harry Potter and that wants to get on my +1, for sure, hit me up.
I hope there's single redheads in the chat for you, Trey.
I hope so too.
There's always a chance, you know.
Yeah, nah.
We got some matches.
We got any maps?
Let's have a look. Thieves versus Ravens. We do have a map set. Okay, it's a Karachi hardpoint. It's a Rio search.
Okay.
It's a high-rise control, baby. Ravens are back on high-rise control.
Right, so I'm letting you know right now, this is a 3-0 to the Thieves next match.
Okay, I mean, it's a 6-star game 4, which Thieves absolutely slapped Vegas around on. So I'm a little bit concerned with Ravens there. And then it's high-rise search game 5, where both teams, I think, are a little bit questionable.
All right, so first one's 3-0 to the Thieves. Good stuff.
All right, GG. I mean, let's have a look at some of the... yeah, that is interesting, to say the least. And then the other game of the day, we've got our favourite team, the Los Angeles Guerrillas. Here we go. And honestly, we've got no ace here, so we don't have to pretend to cheese about the Minnesota Rocket. Not like we do anyway, but like we don't have any ace Rocket cheese.
Well, you don't think they're good, do you?
No, I don't think they're good. Are they good enough to beat Guerrillas? Probably, to be honest with you.
I should fucking hope so. If you're not cashing out on your LAG coin, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. But they got a new player, you know. Flames is coming in. I'm picking LAG. No, I'm not.
Yeah, no. I before the call ended, it was about Flames. Before the disco call ended, and I was just gonna say, like, you know, he hasn't been like, you know, showing off what he can do in China or whatever like that. But that's the kind of grade they dug themselves by picking up a sub and not being able to do anything with it. So, you know, is Flames gonna come in and be better than Assault? I don't know. We'll have to find out today. You know.
I did see one. I got a little bit of intel here. I did see one screenshot from a scrim they played against New York. Flames and Estriel were both double neg, but apparently they won the map, is what I heard. So
nice. It's another purge.
Yeah, so I don't exactly know what to read into that. Possibly they're going to get slammed, but also it's New York, innit? And they get out, you know, it's if you lose 50 kills to them, it doesn't matter. You're still going to win the game. What's good, Jeffrey? OpTic take all the risk when it comes to champs, because now if they lose, people will bash them for not winning their own event, and if they win, they'll say it was rigged for them. What are your thoughts? What do you mean take all the risk when it comes to champs? Because you're right on both sides.
I think he's saying like them taking the event means like the risk is like if they lose, like it looks like, you know, you guys suck. If they win, it's like, oh, it was rigged for you. So.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
but the rig is still a rig,
win.
you know. It's like
I hope they win.
Yeah.
Reddit would be in turmoil.
No, OpTic winning champs would be. I mean, it would be a great story. I know that there's lots of OpTic fans who would like to see Dashy win champs for those guys. I think it'd be a great story.
Yeah, because people are speculating that Dashy's going to retire after this year.
Bro might go and play Valorant or something.
Nah, so a bunch of people come in my chat like, "Oh, Dashi might retire. He doesn't like the game." I'm like, no one likes the game. Trust me. Like,
and next year's a track game, man. You ain't retiring before that.
Now,
No
let me explain this to people before we, sign off, whatever it is. Like, do you guys understand that, like, on a good game, how many pros used to play Pro 8s every single night, throwing up thousands upon thousands upon thousands? How many Pro 8s have there been on this game?
They don't play it much anymore, honestly. It's outrageous.
Why do you think that is, Rab?
I know they don't like the game. But some of these guys like the game. You'd think.
Game sucks. I'd rather play fucking rank play and get hacked on.
You've been doing a lot of that lately.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the other games. So Guerrillas, they play Rocker and Boston this weekend. God, if Boston can't win that, because as much as I said I think that Pentagram should have been dropped the very second he made that dog shit play on the 6-star search, he's still in the team, and they're playing Guerrillas with Flames. Man, Boston got to win this, right? Every point matters at this point, but so does it for Guerrillas, Like,
Boston have to win every single game from here on out.
I mean, let me click Boston, see how many percentage. I mean, it's only 75% are picking Boston here on the website. I mean, that's pretty damning, actually.
If I'm Boston, bro, I'm like, not even like the players, like as the org, I'm fucking scared. Because like you just invested, how much have you invested into this year? You're dead last in the league, and like, the team you got now isn't looking like champs material. That's the scary part. People want to talk about people losing money, like that's a fucking money sink in a house.
Exactly. I don't know what you do from there. Because they've tried and they're still dog shit compared to like even Guerrillas or Vegas or teams like that. This is kind of interesting, Toronto versus Ravens, just because I don't know what's going to happen against Thieves, but Ravens they tend to play the top 4 quite close. Also, shout out Viber for the $2. Raven Software's doing Gulf War. I guess Raven are involved, right? But surely it's a Treyarch fundamental.
Well, Raven do everything because of Warzone.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Raven. This was my thing as well about like before we start talking about the matches. I know we get drifting off fucking quickly, but people were saying about Treyarch doing this, and this. Yes, but what I will say is that the reason that these CODs are going back to the way it is because they didn't like about how. Did you saw that post, Rab, about how the Warzone developers or something like that hated that the new guns and the new meta kept coming into Warzone because it was on a different engine and everything like that? I don't think the next game is going to be as good as people think it is. Just because I think Treyarch are going to be very limited to what they can actually do as Treyarch developers.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, I heard rumors couple of months ago now that a game has basically been complete now for quite some time. Like, it's basically ready because Treyarch have had so much time to work on it.
4 years, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's been iDub, Sledgehammer, you know what I mean? So they've had so long since Cold War that the game is basically done. I don't know whether that means it's good or not, but like the games are ready for months apparently, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I assume it's going to be at least reasonably polished. Whether it's good, I don't know, but I still have some faith. Toronto Ravens, I mean, I guess we just do quick predictions for tonight's games. I mean, you already said Thieves are 3-0.
Yeah, Thieves, and then...
I've also got Thieves in that first series.
I got Minnesota winning.
I've got Thieves at 3-2, though, and then I think I've got Rocker as well against Guerrillas. I just... In good faith, I can't pick Guerrillas yet.
I don't think anyone can.
Got some good series. Honestly, we've got some good series, I think, this weekend.
Rocker, Thieves, I'm taking Thieves.
Not saying it's going to be high quality, but like...
I think Thieves are the most underrated team right now.
You're probably right, because we don't know much from Thieves right now. I mean, they're 2-0 to be fair at this stage. I mean, who have they beat?
That's a scary ass, like, I don't want to gas them up too much because like it's so hard to gas people up, but they are the underdogs in my opinion. If there's a team that I can see sneaking into the top 4, it's them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Ghosty is like. I'm not going to lie, Ghosty might be attached, but actually more impactful. Like, I like attach, but Ghost...
No, I think after this year, like, depending how, obviously, they finish out the year, Ghosty will probably end up on... it's not. I don't want to like mock Thieves and saying they're not like they are a top organization, but they ain't offering the money that.
It depends if they can like if they can step up what they can offer. Because otherwise, like let's say Scrappy goes to OpTic or something, Toronto are probably going to try and get Ghosty, right? Like assuming that they spend. But I think Ghosty's class. Like I think he's basically what people think that Attach is. Like I really rate Attach, but like he's not as impactful as Ghosty in my opinion.
I think after like all this announcement of like the league getting their money back and stuff like that, I think we'll probably see like 100 Thieves like back in action. Like,
yeah, maybe like New York Ghosty, Dashy to Toronto. I mean, it's bloody hell. Yeah, Jeffrey says it again. Dashy retires next year, opens door for Scrap.
No, Dashy. Listen, Dashy.
I don't see Dashy retiring, bro.
Bro, I don't see Dashy retiring,
retire?
bro. There's no reason for him to retire unless he has a spotlight. Unless OpTic make a Valorant team and put him in it. Like, but like. Even then, like that's a risk in itself.
Because like Octane, he had a missus, he had a house bill. Like I kind of get it.
Listen, Dashy, I don't see Dashy retiring until he wins an event.
Yeah, well, he wants to win champs. I mean, He's not going to retire if he's still good until he wins champs. There's no way. He's like mid-20s at my age.
Everyone like mocks him for not winning for so long. Like he can't just retire. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's dog shit, which he isn't. Like
yeah, exactly.
Like, he's not dog shit. So. Yeah, I don't know where the whole like Dashy retiring thing's coming from. It's funny though.
All right, Sunday we got Surge Vegas, which I mean, this series is actually like 50. Yeah,
taking Surge.
Yeah, this series is kind of 50-50. I actually think I agree with you.
Taking Surge, Rambo's back on Twitter.
Yeah, they released like a documentary series, and they had Rambo doing the vetoes and shit. So like,
yeah, they're back.
They might be back. I actually think I'm taking Surge as well, which is pretty wild.
I'm take Surge on it.
But like Vegas looked so. Vegas put up a worse fight than Surge did against OpTic. If you want to read anything into that, Surge.
Yeah, I also think. Yeah, but you know, I would read statistics and numbers, but I watched the way Vegas played that against OpTic. I don't give a fuck what the score was. It was the worst COD I've ever watched.
Yeah, I don't understand what it is.
And I've watched Carolina and Seattle battle out on Control, so let me tell you that. Like I've been through some shit.
Yeah, you've been through the grueler, yeah.
I've seen some shit, let me tell you.
And then your favorite team, Miami, they play OpTic. Second game of the day.
Yep.
And then it's OpTic FaZe. I mean, this is going to be another interesting weekend to see because Toronto, they play Carolina.
I see them losing it, bro.
Yeah, do you think so? That would be... Because I wonder, does Scrappy, does he still have the confidence in that team? Because if he doesn't, the vibes can't be very good.
I feel like you've got to have the confidence in a team, especially like how consistent they've been. Like, the rough patch sucks. And it's probably hard for them to be like... You know, Scrappy's obviously like their most consistent player, their best player. You know, and it's hard for him to probably sit there and be like... constructive criticism, like, yo, Dill, like, what the fuck's up with you? Without sounding like a dick, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just a rough patch. The issue is that the rough patch is in hardpoint and not S&D. S&D is more fixable, whereas hardpoint, like, Envoy's been going through it.
Yeah, his numbers aren't great, and I mean Ravens, they're not bad at that mode, and they're going to bring
they're a good S&D team too.
Yeah, they've been getting better at their search. Yeah, Jeffrey asks again. Another 2-bomb. Love to see it. Whether like Scrappy replaces Kenny. I mean, this is the debate really with OpTic at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the debate of that is like Kenny's the odd one out.
Yeah, I don't think that's what I would do. I mean,
Kenny's the odd one out, but if they want to be a serious team, they've got to see who, you know, performs well at champs and judge it from that. To me, Shotzi's literally the only undroppable one on that team.
Yeah, I agree. I think I would also I do. My feeling is if they get rid of Kenny, I think it's going to prove to be a mistake, which means that if you are going to make a change on the AR side, it depends. But like a Dashy Scrappy trade, I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility.
I said this months ago.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. This weekend,
Dashy running a Canadian team.
It makes sense. Bring Illy on. I don't know if they want to do
that. We might need to leave Illy out. Unfortunately, he can't stay in the league longer than No, I haven't
He
really
gets
got
2 months
it.
usually. He gets about 8 weeks.
I haven't got a smart remark for this one, to be honest. I wasn't really planning this.
That was good enough. So OpTic beat Miami.
Yeah.
And then FaZe play New York.
FaZe beat New York.
Well, obviously.
FaZe,
but like,
FaZe beat everyone.
How bad do they beat New York? That is the question. Because I mean, if I go to series, I imagine there's been a few votes in here so far. Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 people picking New York here. They did beat them last time, right? I mean,
I don't care.
Oh, they didn't beat them. No, they beat them online.
LAG
They lost on the
also
line.
beat FaZe, and I still had FaZe winning Major 2. So I think FaZe have got so cocky and so full of themselves that they believe they are like, it's not like there's no doubt in them anymore. You know, Cell shooting bodies, Draza just talk shit to anyone. Like, and they are literally the villain team, and no one likes losing to them, but no one can beat them. Or I say no one can beat them. No one can beat them now.
Yeah, they have way too much confidence. Like, it's like you were saying, Trey, man. They shouldn't have given them the maps.
Don't, bro. Don't, because that will piss me off, bro. Everyone wants to sit there. Trey doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, Trey was a failed pro. He didn't do anything in his tenure. Shut the fuck up. All right, I know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't give the best team in the game. The best team in the game. 3 map wins. Yeah, we're gonna try out maps. That's the best team in the game. Give them confidence. No, it don't work like that. Now look at you. Now look at everyone. Everyone's losing full. Cell shot more bullets into bodies that are already dead than he has in alive people. He's even shooting his own teammates' kills bodies.
It's also quite important for New York, just because, like, let's say they lose, they go to 1 in 3.
And it's scary for New York.
And then they still play Toronto last game of the stage.
New York could be a FaZe boogeyman though.
I honestly think, like, if there's one team outside of OpTic that could do it, like right now, I don't think Toronto's that team. I think mentally,
I don't think OpTic can do it anyway.
No, that to be fair, that's probably true.
They're 0-6 to them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's been so close that I feel like it's possible. But honestly, even though it's been close, they've just like when it's mattered, they've fell short.
I said OpTic need 1 win against them, and then I feel like they'll continue steamrolling. But until they get that win, like they just need that 1 to prove that they can do it to themselves. Like right now, I feel like there's a doubt in themselves whether they can beat that team. They need to win. They need to win 1 series versus them to get something rolling against them.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, now I just feel like it's no matter how close it is, I still see FaZe like winning.
Yeah, agreed. And then New York play Miami, and then they play Vegas, which I don't think are easy games. Like, Miami and Vegas are not easy games. Especially online, Miami can be a threat. I know, whatever you want. But it's just the way they play, Trey, you know, Spanish COD. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose.
I'm not giving them no gas, bro. I told you this.
Miami's just coin flip. You flip the coin, and if it's heads, they play well. If it's tails, they don't play well.
Their coin flip is a double-sided heads coin, and they always pick tails. That's their coin flip. Listen,
online, online though.
No. They get gas from me when they win, but like it's like I said when they won that series, like they're just gonna go back to what it was. Like I just don't feel like their talent matches up.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, New York have the talent, but they can't, you know, deliver.
To me, it's not even about Spanish COD. Like, yeah, I say it a lot. I'm not trolling with it, but I genuinely believe it's a talent issue too. Like, there's just not enough talent in Spanish COD to beat the top teams.
Mm-hmm. They played Toronto last. All right, sensational. Yeah. We're like 1 minute out from the start of the matches. So I think we're going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen.
Apologies for the show. Listen, we done what we could, right?
We done what we could, you know. And I think some lessons learned today. In future, I'm probably just going to be running these on OBS Ninja, so we don't have to rely on Discord. Potentially die in mid-show. Google Meets, my microphone doesn't like it, but I found a workaround, so whatever. It is what it is.
Well, usually I'm home every single time. It's just I was away on business, and then business turned into pleasure, and then pleasure turned into me being late. So
exactly, it happens to the best of us.
Apologies.
All right, sensational, gentlemen. If you guys are looking to go to the Toronto Major, head to the Breaking Point website, go through the link, and get everything sorted before
you can come meet us.
Out. Meet us, have a pint, sit on the couch, the casting couch. You know, have a chat. Be sensational.
Me and Rab will be dressing up in tight speedos on Championship Sunday. So be
Absolutely.
there.
We'll be in a suit with speedos underneath. Get ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks all. Enjoy the matches. We'll be back Monday. Dope check.